I'm at the end of Cobalt Lane, I think it's called. Fishing the marshes, I think is what most people call them. Come down into where the church is in Ludham, and if you turn down the lane behind the church, you end up where I am now. So we're going to be doing a bit of feeder fishing today. I'm already here. Just been speaking to a chap just down the river there, so nice to meet you. Had a good old chat, and he told me about the area, and we had a chat in Inward Channel and stuff, so that was great. So I'm now about to get some gear out, get the old suit and stuff on, and the boots. We'll get set up, and we'll get the old feeder out and see what we can catch. So I'll see you on the bank in a minute. So we're coming along that lane down there. I've parked here. There's a chap parked over there as well, so you can park anywhere along here, and you can fish basically all these pegs along here. You can go through this gate here as well and fish all the way out to Womack. But we're set up in here today. So this is us, got the old brolly up, just ready for later on when it gets dark. We're sitting there, got the old feeder rod out. Well, not out, but ready to set up. Got a load of ground bait and different baits in here. Right, got a tub of maggots, a tub of sweet corn, another tin of sweet corn just in case, some worms, and we're going to mix this lot up. So it's basically hemp, all different particles, pellets, all sorts of stuff in here. Got to mix up. And there's flavourings, it's all different ground baits which are our own ones, which you'll see later on when we start bringing them out. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Get some water in this, I'll get the rod set up. We'll have a few casts and see what we can get. I haven't forgot me towel today, all none of me baits, so we're well away. So let's get sorted, see if we can catch a few fish. The river's looking lovely, as you can see. Still got boats going up and down, which is crazy, and I can see a seal from here, just a bit further down there. Seal or not, one of the two. If I see it in a little while, then I'll pick up and show you. Still boats going past even this time of year, which is quite surprising to be honest in the winter. But we can deal with them, it's not a problem. So today I'm using the Drennan big feeder rod, quiver tip, 12 foot, and then, oh, I won't be banging in the bushes, do I? The Drennan 7 reel. I've got 6-pound line on, and I'm now about to get set up. Gonna put a feeder on with probably a size 10 hook, wide gape, so we can use some bigger baits, and we'll go from there, see what sort of bites we get, see what sort of fish are about, and let's see what happens. Okay, so we're all set up. Just got a sliding feeder with no stop further up, and then we're down to hook length tied on the end with a size 10 hook with the baits hanging off it, so hopefully they'll suck up the baits and get hooked. So the ground bait's pretty much looking like that now. So you've got all sorts of stuff in it. I'm now about to get the first feeder pull in. I think we'll just tap it out mid-river to start with. Start sort of feeling the position, you know, where we're going to get bites and stuff, and go from there. We'll try closer in later on, but I think they're in the middle for now. And yeah, so we'll go from there. Tide's obviously, well, tide's running inwards at the moment, that'll be running out again later. 4 o'clock's high tide, it's now 3 o'clock. And obviously that'll be dark in an hour anyway, so let's get it out there and see what we can get. So that's us, we're sitting there, just waiting for that tip to go far and round. We've gone sort of medium casting, quite go to the middle of the river. Gone about rod length and a half out, something like that. So we're not actually at the middle of the river yet. I need to reposition myself on the platform here and I'll be able to get a better cast in, but we'll try a bit closer in for the first cast, see if there's anything down there. And then we'll reassess the situation from there. So, how's that? First cast. Lovely jubbly. Double sweet corn. Fairly close in, not out in the middle of the river. Rod tip just went flying round. And that's our first fish. Yep, quite happy with that. We'll get her back, and not a bad start to the session at all. Absolutely lovely jubbly. Got a boat now coming down, so we'll let them go past and hopefully we'll catch some more fish. So that swam off lovely. I'm absolutely covered in slime now, but that's part of this sort of fishing, so can't complain. Good start to the session. Let's get the same bait back out there again. Double sweet corn with the feeder and see if we can get another one. Right then, let's get this back out there. So all we're doing is tapping it out there. Not quite in the centre, just off the boat line. And fingers crossed we'll be able to get settled and get another bite. So let's settle down. Let's see what we can do. So I'm getting bites within less than a minute of casting out. Now obviously a few of the fish are just attacking the feeder and the ground bait I'm putting out, but some of the tugs I'm getting are fish picking up the bait. Obviously I've got 2 big grains of sweet corn on, so the smaller fish won't be able to swallow that down. So hopefully something a bit bigger will take it. And we'll be in again. But yeah, really good start. Only been here 10 minutes, here we go, look. Hopefully you can see that. Your rod tip starting to go around. Sharp little bites, and then when a bream grabs it, it just curls it round or slackens it off, one of the two. Depending on how big the fish is. There's definitely a few fish down there. And that's what it's all about. Got another boat coming by the sound of things. Well, not by the sound of things, for definite. So I'll leave you going for a sec. Check the boat out while you're watching the bites at the same time. Obviously if I get a good bite I'm going to strike. The old boats give a good old wake as they go past. Nice little boat. I think that's going a bit quicker than what that should be going. Look at the wake now coming in. That's the trouble, it splashes up all around the swim. Don't get me wrong, you don't get wet or anything, but wouldn't be fun if we were sitting here in the boat and not done that. I'm surprised this rod ain't gone right round yet. Definitely sitting there getting lots of little taps. Obviously that's going to take a bream or a decent sized roach to take that round, which is what we're after really. We already had a nice bream, so I'm happy with that. Be nice if I can follow up with another one, or even a bigger one, or a nice sized roach. So I'll be happy with whatever we can get bites off really. I'm going to keep feeding the old ground bait. It should start to pull in a shoal of fish. Here we go, by the looks of things. Is it going to take it properly then? Or is it just fish attacking the feeder? Lovely place to be sitting down the river like this. Would think once it gets dark, which is not going to be too long now, less than half an hour, the boat traffic will stop. Everything will flatten off and we should start getting a few fish. Oh, we got nearly slack line then, I think. Got all sorts of things for the water underneath the platform and stuff. Mice and waterfowl, that sort of stuff. Is this rod going to go around? It's definitely twitching away. It takes a bigger fish to pull it round, that's the thing. I've got me hook length and line probably nearly a metre away from the feeder. I find if you do that, all the little fish will come in and attack the feeder and the bigger ones sort of hold back to see what's going on, and then quite often they pick up your bait on the outside and you get the bigger fish. That's the plan, that's worked for me in the past. So let's see if that worked for me down here today. Yep, here we go. That was a good bite. Can't believe they're knocking this around loads, that they ain't gone flying around yet. Ooh. Definitely attacking it, aren't they? Just need something to take that big bait now. Well, I'm still getting plenty of bites. We've got another boat coming down, which I brought you back. Hopefully we'll hook into another fish soon. Nice boat. It's a right now boat, I think. He slowed down when he saw me fishing, but he was shifting down the river before that. Come on, fish, you take that rod round. Sitting there, tapping away like mad. There's, I think, a smaller fish just pecking at the feeder. We just need that tip to go around properly. Wondering whether I should ever cast that into the middle, or whether I should just keep dropping short like I am. Because I've already had a fish down there and I'm getting a bite every time I cast down there, so. Hard to tell. Wow, I can definitely say that's a lovely peaceful place to sit. I'm just sitting back in the chair here, head back. Every single cast I'm getting tap, 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 tap. But as I say, I've got big hooks on, double grains of sweet corn, large grains, and we're trying to get through the smaller fish to get some bigger ones tonight. So that's why I'm not bringing in a fisher cast really, because I've got a whole tub of maggots down there, as you know, and I could go down to small hooks and probably bring in a fisher cast, but I'm preferring to look for some bigger ones tonight. So I'm sort of sitting back and waiting for that tip to go right round like it did on the first bream. And that's the plan of action really. It's getting dull now. It's hard to tell on the camera because it still looks light even when it's dark until it gets absolutely pitch black. But yeah, it's starting to turn into a lovely evening. Coming up for 4 o'clock. I think I'm on my third cast. I've actually dropped this one down out into the middle, and I just want to see if there's any bigger fish sitting down there. Once I find a spot where the bigger bream are, then I'll keep feeding there, and hopefully we'll get a shoal going and we'll find some of the bigger fish. Can't guarantee this, obviously. This is fishing at the end of the day, and we all know what fishing can be like. But hopefully I'll find a few of the bigger bream and even some roach, and we'll have a good session. So we'll keep plugging away, keep whacking the old ground bait out there. I reel in probably, I don't know, every 5 to 10 minutes at the beginning. And once I've had, I don't know, 10-15 casts and I know there's a bit of ground bait down there, then I might slow it down if I'm not getting bites. I might pick it up depending on the sort of feeling I've got after what's happening down there. Don't think it's as positive as what I was getting a bit closer in, so I might go back to the spot that I first started fishing instead of fishing out in the middle. We'll see if we can build the swim there first. Obviously that's easier to cast, especially in the dark, and we'll go from there. But yeah, fingers crossed, we're in for a good session. We've had a nice fish already, which is not bad, but I'd like to see a few more, and I'm sure you would too, so I'll do my best to see what else we can find. Oh, got a bite talking about that. So I'm going to bring it back in from out in the middle. Feels like I've got some weed and stuff on. Come off on the way in anyway. Whee! So I've still got my 2 grains of corn on, and as you can see, the distance between the feeder and the end of the hook length is a really big gap, and you want to try that because even if you get a tangle, you're not going to get your bait out on the bottom there. It can't be catching your fish, so it's always best to do that. But you will find that the bigger fish will stay on the outside of the shoal. That's what I'm basically doing, just filling up like that. Yeah, the bigger fish will stay on the outside of the shoal, and they're the ones that will take the bigger baits on the outside. Even forgot my towel today either, so that's all good. So I'm going to put this back out and let's start feeding up a spot. So you can probably see this because I'm only going to flick it. Hopefully you saw that. And we're going to try bringing the shoal to us instead of us going to the shoal. Especially if I'm fishing there, I'll get more positive bites because that will pull round instead of being out in the middle. Just having to sort the old rod rest out here. So yeah, the tip will sit there quite nicely. As you can probably see there. Later on when it gets a bit darker, I'll bring you over nearer the tip so you can see a bit more. And I can zoom you in and you get the idea of what I'm doing there. Hopefully that's going to shoot round within a few minutes or so. We'll start pulling in a few fish. Hopefully we can get the curse of the fish on the first cast, and we're going to get some more. We've definitely picked up a few bites, so I can't see why we're not going to. Just in case they're getting a bit of feed then, I think getting them to settle down on it. And then we start bringing a few in, hopefully. So I could scale down to maggots. And we're probably getting fish most casts, but I don't really want to do that at the moment. We'll have some bigger fish there. So let's give it a little while and see what happens as it gets dark. I'm still getting bites, so I ain't had any more fish yet though. We've got a boat now coming down from the left. I could hear the people talking on it when they were half a mile down the river before I could even see the boat. I think they're trying to give someone a lesson on how to steer the boat by the sounds of it. Hopefully they're not going to go straight for my line because they're not looking. Well, they probably can't see me because I'm sitting here behind the reeds, but the old rod tip's getting tap, 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 tap. They're definitely attacking the feeder and stuff, but they're not going to see me till too late. But they're out in the middle of the river, so it should be okay as we're fishing closer in. Obviously going to send me a bit of wake, but that's not a problem. And they're only out there on the water enjoying themselves just like we are, so it's all good. There's a new group of people going out, I think, for a holiday by the looks of things. Oh, nice boat.
How many kilos you got today?
2. Only been here half an hour though. Yeah, I've had 2 because I had that bream I showed you earlier on, and I also had a roach that I lost just in front of the net a little while ago, which I haven't shown you. So sort of 2. Right, so I'm getting a bite of cast at every single cast, but there could be some smaller fish down here. Which obviously can't take the hook in so well. Oh, hang on. No, we've got a problem down near the hook. That's why we're not hooking anything. Where the hair was coming off the hook, that spun round and then the hook had gone into the back of the bait, so we weren't going to hook anything if we wanted to. Right, this cast should be good. Feed is going out like that again as usual. 2 grains of corn like that on the hair. Let's get it back down there. Definitely getting better bites closer in. Very hard to just swing with a quiver tip, but let's have a go. And we'll have a go just there. You probably saw that just out of the picture there. We're not even, well, we're probably fishing a rod length out, something like that. Quite close in really, because this out in the middle obviously is a lot deeper, but this is where I'm getting the bites, so I'm going to keep fishing it obviously. I'm going to give myself a little bit of an edge I think and just chuck a bit of sweet corn around the area. Hopefully get some bream onto the spot. You'll probably see me doing that. Not too much, just literally somewhere around 20 grains, something like that, which don't seem a lot, but depending on how many fish are down there, you don't know. So we'll keep watching this tip, and hopefully it's going to go flying round, and we're going to be into another fish. Oh, we've got a bite already, so that's all good news. Don't know how well you can see that. Let's take it a bit closer. I don't know if you can see that very well. You will if the rod go flying round. I could go closer, but I don't think it'll be so good. I can do that. I did have a couple of bites where the rod went right round, and I thought, what? Why aren't I hooking these? I now know why. Because it had tangled down where the hook was, and the hook point couldn't go into the fish's mouth. So we should hook up on the next bite. So I need to keep an eye on that when I bring it in every now and again. And just make sure that nothing's happening there. It's not much good fishing with a tangle on your hair with your hook point buried into the back of your bait. I want the hook free, so we hook into anything decent that picks up the 2 bits of corn. The hook will go free into its mouth, hopefully find a corner, and away we go. That's a good way of not hooking the fish deeply in the throat either. because even if they take the sweet corn right down, the hook is further up, which normally catches on the edge of the mouth. You can hear a lot of wildlife. I don't know if you're going to hear that on the camera, but there's a lot of birds about. I haven't seen any more signs of that seal or otter or whatever it was just down there. Hasn't popped up in front of me or nothing. But it doesn't seem to be affecting the fishing, so we're getting plenty of bites. Don't know if you can tell with the water, but the tide's on close in is flying to the right, but further out, down the middle, that's going to the left. It looks things, and it's not wind because it's not windy. Got some weed and bits of branch and all sorts of stuff coming down the middle of the river, but not too much where we're fishing. It's not really affecting things. Like I say, it's going to be dark fairly soon now, but that was the whole point. We wanted to come down and see if we can get some of the bigger bream once the darkness falls. Must be able to hear them birds going overhead. Not quite sure what they are. They look like a pair of something flying around. I'm surprised I haven't had a bite already. I normally get bites down there quicker than what I'm getting this time. Oh, here we go, we've got a little tap. Oh. Them birds there are crows by the looks of things. Can we get a shoal of fish down here to start feeding properly? If we struggle too much to hook, then what I might do is put a bunch of maggots on the hook as well as having the two sweet corn out there. Oh, you probably saw that. The big hit on the line. Well, that took the bait and not the hook. Either way, that would have to be a half decent fish to do that to the rod. So hopefully it's going to eat the bait and take the hook in. Yeah, what I was trying to say before the rod bounced around like that is I might put a bunch of maggots on the hook, so I've got a maggot bait on the hook and then the two corn sitting out on the hair, so we've got two chances instead of one. Just find that sometimes that works. They might just go for the maggots and not the corn, or but that'll obviously entice the smaller fish to the maggots, which we don't really want. We've got worms as well. One thing I am surprised about is I haven't seen any pike jumping about like I normally do. Normally on sessions out in the Broads I'll see pike taking smaller fish on the surface and stuff like that. Haven't really seen any fish topping though, to be honest. And then we've got more depth here, so maybe the fish don't want to be surfacing. Don't know if anyone else has actually fished here before, or if you have, let us know what you caught and what tactics you've done to get the bigger fish. So I think what I'm doing today is the way to go to, you know, pull out something a bit bigger. I could scale down quite easily and go for the, you know, the roach and the smaller fish, but I really want a big roach that can take, you know, a double bait like that. If we can get one over a pound, I'll be happy, but I'll be happy to get anything at the moment. Get the old session going. Come on, Rod, go around. Getting lots of little taps, and that could be fishtail, you know, line bites just tapping the line when they're pecking around near the feeder, or it could be smaller fish just pecking at the bait and not actually picking it up. But you would know if a decent sized bream or something like that, or a nice roach, pick it up. They'll just take the rod round and we'll be into a fish, hopefully. Right, so I'll keep an eye on this and hopefully I'll bring you back in a minute with a fish on. Oh, bang! And the rod went right round. Lovely. So what have we got? Someone's plodding in. Let's give you a wider view. Guessing a bream. Yep, looking like a bream. Not looking like a bad fish either. Oh yeah. That's what we come for. Oh. A little bit bigger than the, well, quite a bit bigger than the other one we had. Oh, lovely. And that's what I come here for. Second fish. Target achieved twice. Exactly what we're after. The target just keeps coming. Lovely jubbly, look at that. That's what we're after. Yeah! Do a dirtin, shall we? Yeah, lovely bream. So they're definitely down there. Look at the raggedy old tail. It's been chased by a pike, or do you reckon that's just been sitting up? Or it's an old fish? Never know, do you? Yeah, lovely fish. So we're doing okay. Not bad at all. Right. Obviously a few pound that one, so let's get it back and see if we can get a few more. But yeah, really chuffed with that. 2 fish and both target species. That's exactly what I was coming down here for on the feeder. That's why I had the ground baits. Well, you probably know that anyway, because I've been fishing all sorts of different places on the Broads recently after the old bream, and yeah, paid off. So we definitely ain't going to change tactics. We'll do exactly what we've been doing. Net's in a little bit of an awkward place where the net is, but should be okay. And yeah, let's get this hair sorted out. So this is pretty much what I'm using. I'm sliding the baits over that. That's what's holding them in. I've got size 10 wide gape. You should be able to see there. And this is what's doing the job. So let's get it baited up again. Get some more feed in the feeder and hopefully get some more of these, and hopefully they'll keep getting bigger. So that's what I'm doing, double corn like that. Quite big bits of corn, biggest bits you can find in a tin. I'm dipping them in the old dip, which is a sweet dip I'm using today, and that's what we're catching on, so let's carry on doing it. So I'm sitting here enjoying this. What more could you want? A lovely peaceful river. The rod tips getting bites literally within 30 seconds of hitting the water, but most of them are little fish tapping, tap, 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 and then all of a sudden a decent bream will take it and the rod goes straight round, slack, one of the two, strike, and you're into a fish. So pretty good. We've probably been here now 45 minutes to an hour. So 2 fish is not brilliant, but to be honest, like I say, if I went down to a smaller hook and smaller baits, I'd be able to catch little fish every 10 seconds as soon as the feeder hits the water. We're not after them, we're after the bigger bream today and the bigger roach. So we'll keep feeding down there, keep using these same baits for now, and if that's not got a bite again already, I've literally only just put it down. So hopefully this is just going to keep working even after dark, and hopefully the bream are going to get bigger. But if not, and that goes slower, then we'll switch over to a worm or some maggots, and we'll see what else we can pick up. But either way, hopefully we're going to carry on getting bites. We're all set up behind, as you can see, ready for darkness. I can just about still see me quiver tip, but there's nothing stopping me from putting a starlight or something on the end of it later, or even just spinning the old camera system around and putting the lights on it. The only trouble is I'm fishing fairly close in, so I don't really want to light up the water too much, but you'll certainly see every time I catch fish, unless I start catching little tiddlers, which I'll put back and show you the odd one. So far so good. So we've got a tap again already, so I'm guessing we got a bit of a shoulder bream sitting down there, and I reckon they're attacking the feeder first, and then eventually working out that there's a couple of big grains of corn sitting away from the feeder. So fingers crossed. I'll be back again soon with a fish. So it's nearly dark now, but believe it or not, there's a boat coming down from my right. I've got a little tap on the rod as we speak. I'm waiting for it to go flying around, and hopefully we'll be into another fish. I'm leaving each cast, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes at the moment probably, unless we get a bite that goes right round. And that's pretty much what I'm doing at the moment. I thought I'd bring you back on, let you see the boat go across. You never know, you might see me strike and hook into a fish at the same time. Ever so quiet down here apart from boats that are going past. You can probably see the river's flat calm apart from the wake we're going to get any second. It's going way too quick. It's going to give us a good old splash as that comes across. It shouldn't affect us too much. Should go underneath us. We're on a wooden platform, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. And here comes the wake. You could probably hear it more than you can see it. It splashes up all in the reeds and stuff and under the bank where we're sitting. But give it a minute or so and it'll soon settle down again. Not really a problem. As long as this rod tip keep going round, which is all that matters. That's all we can ask for. I don't think we'll see many more. It's getting to that point where it'll be pitch black very soon. Starting to get a little bit chillier now. But I've got the old tracksuit on and the old thermal suit on top. And the nice warm wellies, so hopefully things will be good. Don't know how well you can hear that, but I think we've got a marsh harrier hunting next to us. Stop doing it now, brought the video back on. Here we go. Anyone else recognise that call? Oh, I see a couple of fish actually starting to surface on the further bank. First ones I've seen today since I've been here. Oh, got a nice knock on the rod then. Go on, go round. Haven't had a single cast yet without any bite, not getting knocks and bites. But fishing the bigger baits. Obviously we're waiting for the bigger fish. Down to my left, just down the river slightly, there's something big. I don't know if that's a seal or a otter. That's too far away for me to see it probably, but that's cruising around the river hunting bullets things. Oh, so it's pitch black now, so we're getting ourselves all sorted out. You can probably see behind me got the old ring light up in the umbrella and got lights on my head, lights in front of me. And we're gonna keep getting this feeder rod out and see if we can get a few more fish. Just stop for a minute to have a little chat with the chap next door who's now about to go. So, but he fishes this river a couple of times a week, which is pretty good. So I'll probably see him down here again soon, so nice to meet you if you're watching the video. He said he was going to watch it. So let's spin round, let's get this rod brought in and put out again, and let's see if we can get a few more bites and see if we can find some more of these nice fish. So I've got the whole river to myself now, all down here on my own. Bit strange, bit dark, but quite nice. Got rats going from one side of the swim to the other side of the swim across the water. Big old things as well. They're not going to get in the way. It's a little bit chilly because I'm not moving around much, but we can deal with that. Still getting the odd little knock, but I'm not getting the bites I was getting a little while ago, so I'm going to move a little bit, I think. Move the feeder around, see if I can find a shoal of fish. See what's going on. I think the tide's trying to change as well, so we're going to get a bit of slack water and then I'll start going the other way, so that'll make a difference as well. So as soon as that water starts running again, we'll start getting the bites again. So we'll carry on, see what else we can get going. Still got loads of ground bait and stuff here, plenty of other baits, so we're well on our way Keep getting bait out there. And rats and stuff. A pain. All over the bushes. Right, so I'm going to rebait this rod, put it back out again, and let's see if we can get ourselves another fish. Right, so I reeled in, and here's another little trick I do. It's not much good if the hair's wrapped around the hook, is it? Yeah, so we've still got the hair on with the 2 bits of corn, but on the actual hook we've got 3 baits as well. So you imagine that sitting on the bottom, that would just look like a big parcel of bait and nothing to do with a hook or anything, wouldn't it? That seemed to work fairly often for me. I'm going to put that out in the water now and see if that changes anything. So we're sitting out here like this at the moment, and I'm not really getting any bites at the moment. Now it's gone dark. I got a few when I first started, but I don't know if my lights are scaring the fish off or what. I might have to cast a bit further away from the swim and see if I can find some fish a bit further away. As I said before, I think the actual tide stopped flowing, and that normally puts the fish off for a little while. As soon as it picks up and starts flowing again, they should start biting again, but I'm sure we should be able to find a few little bites. I'll obviously just keep moving around the swim until I find somewhere where they're biting again, basically. Like I say, it could just be the tide there. Wow, don't know what's happening. I've literally got the rod sitting up above on the top of the camera stand now, so sitting there like sea fishing basically, put it right up in the air. I've got my light on it and just sitting there watching it, sitting back, but nothing's happening. I've had 2 or 3 casts now since it's been pitch black, and not even getting no taps or anything. It's like I switched off. I'm hoping that's the tide situation, because I could do with getting a little bit warmed up. It's getting a bit chilly just sitting there not doing much. And the rats and stuff on the reeds are going crazy. There's loads of them. Yeah, the fish and the bites completely dried up as soon as it got dark, which is really strange. But you know me, I'm not going to stop, obviously. We'll carry on, keep plucking away. I'm hoping that that's just the slack tide, like I said before, and things will start picking up again soon. So just thought I'd update you a little bit, let you know what's going on. Oh, I've got flashing lights in the background. Aeroplane going through the sky. I wonder what the flashing lights were behind me. So yeah, let's keep watching this rod. I've just got my little light on, lowest setting, just so I can keep an eye on the tip. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. It's really hard for me to show you myself casting out and stuff, but I'm pretty much sitting here like this. I've got my rod up there and just waiting for the old tip to bounce, but it's not doing a great deal. So I'm going to bring it in a sec, plug up a couple more times with some ground bait, and see if we can get something happening. Oh, I just jumped out of my skin. I just had a big old white barn owl land on top of the umbrella. Come crashing down on it. Scared the hell out of me. So that was a bit different. I just had a bite, which has been a while now, so hopefully things are going to start picking up again. Fingers crossed. Oh, that owl. Pure white owl it was lovely, but definitely scared me. Right, let's see if we can get some fish. So this is pretty much what I'm doing. Got the rod right up in the air like this. But I ain't really had a proper bite for about an hour and a half now. I'm getting the odd little tap, but not really sure what they are. But nothing like what we got when we first got here in daylight, you know. I was casting that out and I was getting little knocks, and then I was just going round. But as soon as it got dark around 4:30, that's 6:20 now, and we ain't had another fish, have we? it's not good. So I'm hoping for the flow to pick up a little bit or something to happen. But at the moment, it's not looking too good. I've been fishing since about 3 o'clock, so I've been fishing 3.5 hours. 2 bream. We lost a roach on the way in as well, didn't we? But that's about it. Nothing else has really happened. So I'm going to keep going for a little bit because I think it was low tide at about 4:30. And then obviously it'll take a little while to go slack and then spin around and start going the other way. But I should be doing that now, I would think. So hopefully things will start to pick up. If not, it's not going to be the place to come after dark. Well, looks things it's going to have to be a day place. Because in first cast we had a half decent bream, and then the third cast we had another one. So they were there. But now it's, yeah, as I say, the darkness has spoiled it. Well, just had a really good bite, but missed it. So hopefully that's the start of things, and we're going to start getting a few more bites. So I'm going to keep rebaiting for a few casts, get a bit of ground bait down there, and hopefully I'll be back soon with another fish. That's the plan. So let's see what we can do. It's sort of 6:45ish now, so the river should be flowing the other way again now. So fingers crossed, we should start getting a few fish. Well, I'm trying everything. I've tried to the left, close in. I've tried in the middle of the river. I've tried a bit further over. I'm now trying to the right. I'm getting the odd bite, but nothing's coming of them. They're just, you know, a couple of taps, a couple of sharp taps, and then that's it, sort of. Which is a pain. We'll keep pushing through it. We'll keep, you know, trying some other spots. I might have to go into a worm in a minute and see if a worm makes any difference, or a huge bunch of maggots, something like that. But stranger, we were catching them during the day on the double sweet corn as soon as we got here, and they're gone quiet. Don't know if my lights sort of scan them off, which is why I've been tapping it to the left or the right of the river. Yeah, so it's away from my lights and stuff. Yeah, it's becoming really hard work, but we're definitely going to have to come down here early in the morning and fish the whole day, see how we get on like that, because I reckon that'll be pretty good. Come down with some casters and stuff so we can get some bigger roach. But yeah, I'm doing my best. I'm, you know, plowing through it, but not really too much happening right this minute. Rats and that in the bushes are unbelievable. All you can hear in there is the rats and the wildlife all going crazy. And then this side, it's pretty much all that's happening. I haven't really seen much else happening lately. All the birds and that seem to have calmed down. Ain't seen the owl anymore. Cool, that made me jump when that landed on the umbrella's like literally right there on that land strand side here. Literally jumped at my skin. I wonder what it was. What tree was coming down on the umbrella or something. But yeah, I'm not really sure what else I can do. I'm gonna have to switch up some baits now and maybe change the length of where the feeder is to the hooks and stuff like that. Try that. And I'll update you in a little bit and let you know what's happening. So we're gonna give this a go. Gonna put a worm on the actual hook and then leave the 2 sweet corn down. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shorten where the feeder is and put it much closer. Literally going to go from there to there, so we're about a foot away from it, and let's see if that will get us a few fish. Wow, I'm getting frustrated now, which is unusual for me. I normally stick it out and try and catch a few more fish, as you've probably seen in my other videos, but it's been hours and hours now and I just can't seem to find these fish and get more bites. I'm getting the odd bite here and there. It's a couple of quick jagged taps and then that's it, it's gone. Not getting no proper pull round and just taking off with the rod. And try and worm, try and maggot, trying all other stuff, but just don't seem to be doing anything. As soon as it got dark, that was it really. It was like someone turned the light off, light switch off, and that was the end of it. But a bit strange. You'd think they'd come in and feed, wouldn't you? Especially a shoulder bream. You'd think they'd get their heads down as soon as it got dark and start taking them baits, but they either moved off or they're just not feeding. Because I've tried to the right, I've tried to the left, I've tried the far bank, tried the middle, I've tried close in, and I'll switch through all the baits. There's not really much more I can do. That's just becoming annoying now, to be honest. I'm still going to try a bit longer, but I feel a bit like I'm wasting my time, to be honest. Because like I say, I'm trying all the stuff and it's not really doing a great deal. Also getting a bit chilly now because nothing's happening, I'm not doing much, I'm casting out every now and again. And it's not really keeping me warm. I brought no hot drinks or nothing with me today, I actually brought no food, no nothing, so it's sort of becoming a bit of a pain, to be honest. But we'll keep pushing through for a bit longer, and if I can't start to find some more bites, I'm probably going to have to end this one early. I say early, I've been here since, I don't know, about 2:30 I got here. I set up about 3, and it's 8 o'clock now, so give it a really good go. But let's keep pushing it. See if we can just get them to turn on. One more fish would be nice, even a roach or whatever. I just want to get a bite and get another fish. That's all I'm asking for. I've got a feeling this will fish pretty well during the day though. Just the night time just don't seem to want to be happening at the moment. Oh, wow. Nearly 9 o'clock. I had a couple more little bites, but nothing's come of them. I'm now picking up branches and weed and all sorts of stuff that's coming in with the tide, so it's making it even more fun. Not good. So I'll pretty much give it, what, trying to think, 4 or 5, I'll probably give it nearly 5 hours now to get another fish, and that's just not happening, so not sure what to do. It's a real pain. I ain't got any hot drink or nothing with me, or any food as well. So I might just give it a little bit longer. I'd like to just get one more fish if possible, but it's not looking too good at the moment. We can't, so I input the effort in because I'm just sitting here staring at the rod tip, trying to get that one bite just to get one more fish. But whether I will is a totally different thing. Wow, back in the car. Now that was a really hard session. We started off well, didn't we? A couple of nice big bream to start with, and then just went completely dead once it got dark. Unbelievable. And I'll give it over 5 hours in the dark, and nothing's happening. It's gone 9 o'clock, and the last bite I had was, well, no, around 4 o'clock. Maybe a little bit earlier, to be honest, 3:30. So I've really stuck it out and tried to get that next fish, but just not happening. So I'm gonna get in a bit earlier tonight and then go for it again tomorrow. Got a load of bait left, obviously, because didn't really catch much. And better push it again tomorrow and get another video made. So I'll be getting up early tomorrow and going somewhere else. Not quite sure where yet. I'm sure you'll see when I post the video. So thanks very much for watching and stuff like that. Please like, share, subscribe and stuff like that if you haven't, and help boost the channel and keep us going up and up and up. Hello to all the new subscribers, because I seem to be getting a lot every day at the moment. So hope you're enjoying the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'll also be doing lives and stuff, some sea fishing, so I've got all sorts coming this week. We've got some boat videos coming, so I'll see you pretty soon in one of them. As you know, a lot of you go live, so when I put a video out, that'll be live for the first showing, so I'll see you there.